What are you waiting for? Perfect timing, more preparation, permission? Waiting often feels responsible, but it usually isn't. I'm Luke. Welcome to another episode of the Vision to Victory podcast, where we discuss becoming the best, most authentic you so you can live with purpose, passion, and joy. Last week, we started talking about the series Grow Up. Grow Up. And last week specifically, we discussed choosing maturity over authenticity. Today, I want to talk about choosing movement over procrastination. The truth is that movement is the only thing that creates momentum. Movement is the only thing that creates momentum. So there's 3 points I want to cover today. We're going to talk about the waiting trap. We're going to talk about the hidden cost of waiting. And we're going to talk about how the first step is the strategy. So what is the waiting trap? See, waiting often masquerades as wisdom, but it's just that. It's a masquerade. The truth is that timing is never going to be perfect. The truth is you're never going to have all the information. And here's the thing. We rarely feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling. It's something that we accrue as we get going. Back to the momentum, you only get momentum when you start moving. And so that readiness that you're waiting for, it'll happen as you get moving, as you get some momentum. So don't fall for the waiting trap. It's not wisdom. It's just procrastination. Okay, so what is the cost of waiting? Here's the thing. Waiting is a decision. It's just a passive one. I talk about this often in lots of different topics. But the truth is that not making a decision is making a decision. That is delaying whatever it is that you feel you should be doing. And there's a cost for that. Whatever that might be, it's not free to not do something. Inaction is not free. So don't fall for the lie that waiting costs you nothing. It's not wisdom. Waiting has a price. Here's my favorite part about this topic. The first step is the strategy. When I learned this and really internalized it, when I got this in my spirit, it quite literally changed my life. There's been many things that I've wanted to do in my life, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because this is just what culture teaches us, but I thought that I needed to have things more figured out on the front end. That's not the case. The truth is, the first step is the strategy. Take a first step and then figure out the next step. I've shared this many times, but when I started this podcast, I had no idea what I was doing. I had never really created content before. I had never even really been on camera before. And so I just started taking one step a day. One day I bought a microphone. One day I figured out how to record on my computer in my office at home. One day I started an LLC. One day I wrote some content, right? Literally one step at a time. I didn't have a plan necessarily. I knew where I wanted to go, but the strategy is just the first step, or maybe the next step, whatever that is for you. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to start. What is one thing that you could start today? One thing that you know you've been wanting to start, and what's one thing you could do, even if it's just this week? What is one step you could take towards your goal, towards your dream? Don't focus on what's stopping you. What is one step that you can take? I believe we all have a next step. There's always a step between where we are and where we want to go. I challenge you this week, identify the step and take one step in the direction that you want to go. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, like, share. I'll talk to you next week.